What's up, everybody? This is your boy TL. This is your Cleveland Browns Week 1 wrap-up and Week 2 preview. So in Week 1, we played the Steelers at Pittsburgh. Interesting way to start the season. Tell you what, man. Obviously, tale of two halves. First half, we were down. I don't know what the score was, but I remember a time during the game that I was like, you know what? If I wasn't such a hardcore fan, I'd turn the game off. Nothing was going right. They were throwing screens, scoring at will on our defense. Our defense is supposed to be much better this year, and on offense we couldn't do anything. Hoyer looked horrible, and so we went down 27-3 at halftime. And I always watch the whole game no matter what. I'm a real fan. I'm not, a fair weather fan. So second half, completely different team. I'm not sure if it's Mike Pettine's halftime speech or some adjustments on offense and defense, but completely different team. We came out, scored on them fast, multiple times. In the fourth quarter, tied the game 27-27, which obviously is a great comeback. The Steelers ended up beating us by a field goal. If you had asked me before the game, my prediction for the game, I would have predicted the Steelers by 7, because it was in Pittsburgh, and they are traditionally a better team than us in the past 12 years. So pretty accurate. Obviously, the way the game went, nobody would predict that. But that being said, the first half was ridiculous. Second half, I saw a lot of promising things. Kroll scored twice. He's a nice north-south running back, and I have full trust in Terrence West that he'll be able to carry the load this week against the Saints. Ben Tate is injured. Doesn't look like Jordan Cameron's going to play either. Now, with that being said, here's the deal. Just found out Josh Gordon's going to come back after the first 10 games. That's awesome. If we win enough games in the meantime, it would matter for a playoff run if we have him back. Jordan Cameron was injured and was injured in the second half. So that means that we had that big comeback against the Steelers in Pittsburgh without Gordon and Cameron and Ben Tate and all that. So that's pretty encouraging, man. Offensively, that we can score points without those guys, and that we can come back in an away game and make that game competitive. With that being said, moving into next week, we're playing the Saints at home. The Saints, that's not good. Obviously, the Saints have a great offense and a pretty decent defense. They actually gave up more points than the Falcons that I expected, but it wasn't Atlanta. So this week, I would pick the Saints to win that game because I just don't see them going 0-2, basically. It's nothing against the Browns. I think the Browns could beat the Saints, especially at home. I just don't think it'll happen because the Saints aren't going to go 0-2. Drew Brees isn't going to go 0-2. And I think that the Browns can make the game competitive. If I were to make a prediction about this game, actually, I don't want to make a prediction about this game. I mean, it could get ugly with Drew Brees' arm, or we could keep it real close, and the Browns could, edge them in a close winner. So for this game, man, obviously we have to guard Jimmy Graham. They have a lot of weapons. They use Pierre Thomas, Marquez Colston, and on offense, I'm excited to see Terrence West get the lion's share of the carries. I'm excited to see Kroll get in the game because he comes in, full strength and runs downhill. So that's nice to see. Jordan Cameron, I'm not sure if he's going to play. That sucks. Andrew Hawkins did have a nice game. That was very encouraging to see. He had a nice game. He looks like he'll be a good target for this first half of the season until Gordon gets back. On defense, I was disappointed, man. Disappointed. For some reason, we can't guard a screen, apparently. So if the Saints watch that tape, screens galore. So on defense, they disappointed me. I said we're going to be a top 10 defense this year, and I still believe we will be. But that start was just really discouraging, especially for a Mike Pettin team to let the Steelers score at will in the first half. So the second half, we're a completely different team. We shut out the Steelers until the last field goal. So if that is a defense that shows against the Saints, we can beat the Saints. Mark my words. Will they? Easier said than done. And stopping the Saints offense is a tough assignment. So, anyways, that's what I got for this week. Go Browns. I'll be watching the whole game, no matter what happens. But I think we have a lot better shot at the Ravens next week as opposed to the Saints this week. But yeah, man, that's all I got. You guys take it easy. Go Browns, and I'll talk to you soon.